Honestly, maybe I should sit on my seat cushion or stand on. Because my feet hurt. Actually had a leg cramp yesterday. I'm standing up for 2 hours straight. It's like that, at least in anime, the punishment for school children. Hold a bucket of water. Yes, nice and thick. Make me like, oh my gosh, it's nice. The foot cushion could be succulent. This is it. Let's see. My frames are gonna drop today. 10,000. Staying nice. I should go adjust it. Fuck me. I'll go do that now. Go move the Wi-Fi router. There we go. I have to practice first. Let me not. Get all prepared. I do want bread. So. Control C. Do a rename judge. No, actually, what I need is dancers. I don't think I fucked it up recently. Oh, shit. These are 4, delete. Rename. These are 4. And we'll start with... oh god. Drop my controller. After I spent like an hour and a half fixing it. Cool. Okay, I'm standing a little too far back. Get my gum. She's so fucking cute. I wanna die. And the lava in the background is just like... okay, I'm still too close. Okay. It's really, keep my face cam at a low resolution at all times. Oh wait, it was right there. It was right there. Maybe enough. Way too soon. Maybe I should just die. Or... oh my god. We died up in the ceiling. Okay. Thank you. I don't have to buy anything, right? Oh, is that? It's just like a guaranteed loss. Let me... the actual thing. Do it. That was incredible. Now we don't have a freaking... you know what? Die. I wish I had more stuff though. We'll just not try it before he screams. That's all we need to do. I guess I could make a save for Crawfler. Wait. I don't have a wall jump. What am I trying? I'm gonna try to do this without that did not work. Maybe I need to do a little bit of a jump. I forgot I should go to the side. Totally heal off them, but whatever. I'll get a heal. That chakra. I couldn't think of a good pun with like chakra mom. Macro. Right there. I guess technically I could do a save from like... come on. Come on. hate you. Fuck you. Fucking hate you. Really? We did it. We don't need to do this. Or I guess we can just go down, right? We don't need more wing. Easy. Easy peasy. And I can save this save football. These are 3, right? Rename. Cross skip. These are 4. What the fuck? This is not the, yeah, whatever. We'll just start. I don't need to practice the... Actually, let me do this one more time. Cogwork dancers. Okay. Come on. Okay. So it's like right here. Yeah, whatever. What happened for me to save the Cogwork dancers? It is... Or save the drifters as Cogwork dancers. I really wish I had more of the screw. And this. No, whatever. Maybe the middle one? I can actually go on. Weird. Okay. I wonder that went. Oh, whatever. It's not that bad. It's kind of bad though. That's worse than bad. Really? What about this? Oh my god, it works. And a little scooper to pull out the screw. I'll put it in the... Maybe I just need to tighten this one. Oh my god, was that it? Just tighten it. Don't strip the screw. Look at me. There's one that seemed so much more open, but it's less bothersome on the right side. Okay. Enough electronics repair. ASMR. The thing is jiggling around though, what the fuck? I hate the intro, I hate the first 15 minutes, it's so bad. I should really take a break first, whatever. Okay. And my report notes plus my personal notes. Honestly, the Median's report is so so much worse than you could have imagined in terms of just like the quality. Holy shit. Just so many like big picture things that I don't know, like percentage of spending wise and like I don't know. This person did this well. I guess that's kind of helpful, but damn. They didn't have like the in-depth interviews with campaign officials and stuff, you would imagine. Oh god, I should have started my freaking timer. I don't need that. Rosary string, I mean. Honestly, maybe I should have gotten it. I don't know why, but this area feels so much less magical after the first 500 times. I don't know why I kind of like wanted something to mix it up, but damn. I guess the Crest already does so much. I just wish they would make it like a no game plus normal thing that anyone can access. Notes. So like yeah, like honesty and the ability to like criticize and like follow up like that basic integrity stuff is kind of gone because they on the Pod Save America episode covering it recently. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Do it. Get over here. Thank you. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like the dominant culture, protecting your next job. I'm not doing this one as well. It's like less of an ultimate focus on how do we increase the number of people that turn out to vote. I guess particularly for your side, but damn, you really shouldn't have to pick and choose who you share information to. Like if someone asks you like, oh, when is early vote, you should be like, show me your primary history first, punk. Like let me verify you're one of my approved. Just tell people. Just post it. Just like make the big sign that says where the early vote hours are and locations. That decreases the line on election day for everyone. And so not doing it increases the line on election day for everyone, which is especially bad for people with mobility issues, for people with like strict work schedules that like can't wait in line for hours. Yeah, cover your own ass. Eat those. Contracting or contradicting directives is just like something you don't do. Like you're really just trying to maintain relationships, and it's so, especially for like a presidential campaign, it's so scummy in the like the way that losing isn't bad. Like it's not really a thing. It's like you're on a presidential campaign, you need to get to know people so that you could be written about in a book, and it's so, I don't know. In my experience, there's a little bit too much of a at least for newer folks, there's a little bit too much of a, not goody two shoes, but like maintaining good relationships. Like they haven't been broken in yet to realize just how rough campaigns are, and like it's okay to have disagreements, and like that's normal. And like honestly, you need to learn how to, I want to say get yelled at, but like you need to learn how to like have constructive disagreements, because we are fundamentally like we're operating and like practicing democracy. Okay. Fuck. Why are you so low? Come on. Come on. Oh my god, I fucking pushed the right stick over, or whatever. We're just gonna do this for 10 days, bro? Oh my god, just please. Please get over here. Oh my god, I'm like fucking up the landing. It's right there. It's right fucking there, bro. Do it. Can you not? What am I doing? Please. Just fucking kill me. Whatever. We need to shave minutes from dying, not from this. Thank god that was it, dude. Come on. Just fucking take it, bro. I feel like I'm just like not jumping right. It's right there. It's right there. It's fucking right there. It's free. It's free. It's right here. We're like in the air. Right there. Like, how am I supposed to get down from there? It's right there. Of course, now you're gonna wait. Please. Now? It's right there. I'm in the air like way too high. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Do I need to change my jump? Up. It's right there. I'm gonna fucking do it. Whatever. I could waste 3 minutes here. It's free. It's fucking free. It's BOGO, bro. It's not free. Do it. So close. Right there? Like, what am I doing? Chakra, I'm gonna need a cigarette, so... Chakra, please. I need you to stop. She wants me to do crocodile. What does crocky mean, bro? See if like AI was useful. You could ask it about a video to like look at. No, that'd be kind of hard. To look at where you went for rosaries and like how much time it took off the route. Okay. I wonder if the rosaries disappear from getting the Silk Spear upgrade, like the hard save that's here. But report-wise, there's like a dominant culture of protecting your next job. There's less of a focus on like winning this election, but more of maintaining good relationships and like having a experience that's respectable and I don't know, just all this stuff regarding what falls under cover your own ass. You don't want to contradict what people from above said. You trust because it's a presidential campaign. They're the most experienced, most, you know, whatever. They're legends, basically. And especially, there's so many people that are like brand new to campaigns on coordinated ones, just because often the pay is like super low and the hours are ridiculous. So you get a lot of like college, post-college students, recent graduates, I guess. But you could see it in the Pod Save America episode right after the election, where David Plouffe goes on with like some of the top campaign staff, and they're like, "We ran a good campaign. We did this and that." It's like they just immediately say that it was great and everything because you have the workers there with you, so you don't want to make them feel bad. There's so much of that. And maybe I'm just too autistic to give time to that kind of padding and BS instead of like a hard, rigorous look at how we're doing progress towards goals, whether or not those goals are really reflective, how we're actually reaching those goals, if it's gaming the system. Because there are things like Goodhart's Law, and in a Planet Money episode. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. And that's just essentially that you start gaming the system once you start measuring something by a certain way, especially if it's human folks doing it all. It's not like, the Cobra effect. They started paying people for Cobras in like Mumbai, and what they found is that people are just starting to breed Cobras. That did not hit. But I remember some of the staff were like corporate folks, and they were blown away at how top down it was. And they admit, like in a DNC thing, there was a thing about like, oh, this is work full of big egos, but there's no real like effort to change that. That's the worst part. Big egos, there's focus on like relationships and good career and like all this stuff that's not getting people out to vote. Like reporting mechanisms for on the ground problems. If you're reporting it to your boss that's already like stressed as hell to reach basic metrics, like they're not gonna have time to bring it up unless it's like a really important, really, big piece that's breaking their ability to reach the metrics. They're just not a culture of bringing up our issues. I remember in 2016 on a Super PAC side, I got someone saying, like, someone I really respect, they're like, I think this is just a natural perspective from people that are running campaigns. It's like, stay in your own lane. That's how our system should be rigorous, and like, all of our pieces should work together so that if someone gets sick or whatever, they can be replaced with someone else that has experience in that specific position. Like cogs on a machine, but we're here leveraging relationships, people power, our networks, our friends, our family, coworkers. Like we're not cogs in a machine like that. Even though it is a useful way to respect the critical nature of like humbling oneself and seeing how you play a role in the larger scheme of things. But it's kind of fundamentally at odds with how things actually work here in the modern day with our digital networks, our ability to tap into all our previous relationships. There are a few different issues I saw in 2024, like in a university cafeteria, hearing our advertisements go on back to back to back to back on Spotify because the cafeteria, whatever, had been playing it. Like there's no one 80% sure I mentioned that to my boss, and it's just like there's no one to report that to. Like we're the field team, that's the advertising team. Like we never talk to each other. We may as well be in like separate worlds. There isn't that level of like interconnection between the different teams. That's pretty close. But just like other random issues, like in Van, which is a voter database, which also tracks, you know, your volunteers, and basically maps your relationships and has all the data and stuff. That our vote, like they have tiers which are like pre-made searches for searching through your voter database or your My Campaign volunteer database. Of course, it was going to include and be based off of like people that said yes to volunteering, but they didn't know how to filter to remove people that were marked as hard Republican. And so when people are gaming the system in terms of metrics, which I've seen all across, you get stuff like people telling a student to just say yes to volunteering, like you don't actually have to do anything. And then it's really hard to figure out. You just sort of say that they flaked or whatever. And all the people at the top will see is like, oh, high flake rate. I guess that's, you know, reality or how people are nowadays. And sure, there's definitely way higher of a flake rate. You really need to strengthen relationships to be able to get people to volunteer. It's not real. I don't believe that jump is physically possible. But there's always ways to game. There's also the I've seen mark a disconnected phone number, so it's like burp, 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 like the phone isn't connected to anyone. To mark those as not home. And what that does is you get judged by the number of phone calls you make, like attempted contacts, not the actual who we talk to. So if someone is marked as a not home, basically it means tomorrow you can make the same phone, because you have such high numbers for phone calls, you know, 150 whatever calls, and they do set them high just to see what people are capable of, because you could really, if you're really good at grinding them out and you do have 7 hours to spend on this particular type of work. Because I mean, imagine doing phone calls yourself to a voter list when you are talking to one person an hour, and on college campuses you talk to 40 people, more like 20 people an hour. You have definitely over like 40 interactions an hour. Damn. It just doesn't seem like the most efficient use of time. So the metrics are like totally fucked because of Goodhart's law, and because there's not like a real serious reporting mechanism for problems. Like people are just pushed for the metrics. All that matters is like hitting that. And honestly, like if you think about it that way, the best time to knock doors is at like 2 a.m. because then no one answers the door, and you could just knock 100 doors super quickly. Not that it's legal, but like that's what happens when you start thinking about metrics and measuring campaign stuff solely by like this really basic metrics like door knocks. The best thing to do for phone calls is to hang up after like one ring, honestly. But I've you know actually been talking to people like, oh, you hang up after 3 rings. And I do think that's good because you don't have to go through like the voicemail thing, but also maybe we should be doing voicemails and like attempting a call and leaving a text of like who the fuck you are, because of course people aren't going to pick up their phones when you cold call them for a political campaign. So maybe we shouldn't be like relying on that as our, oh my god, if we don't do this, it's not going to work, we're going to fucking lose. Like maybe we should invest in relationships and like social media and like working with influencers and like other institutions and things that people trust, because they really need to trust, especially nowadays. And trust is like the core with if you ever want to talk to someone about politics, because why should they care what a random has to say? Like that's like the fantasy high school version of politics that, oh, you just win them over with good ideas and debate. And like, sure, there's like some people out there that are genuinely open, being convinced to vote or whatever. but it's really not the majority. So the difference here is why you're gonna have $150 million on a field campaign across the country, 50 states, whatever, and you have people calling these numbers for one, volunteering, and two, to call voters. And it's like, well, maybe if no one's picking up the phones, at some point, maybe it's worth having people just call their friends instead. Like, obviously, they're more likely to answer the phone call, they're more likely to listen to the person. Everything's just faster and more efficient because you're getting over the hurdle of being an absolute random to whoever you're trying to call. And so what that does is it leverages your legitimacy. It leverages the relationships and the fact that people are already organized, which is a big thing. People are not waking up to now, but like the public is starting to more. People are already organized. They have coworkers and they have friends and stuff. Like they already, they have churches and schools, and like there's 100 different ways people are already organized. So we can work through these existing institutions that already spend, you know, tons and tons and tons of money to get people to be together, and just kind of piggyback off that instead of trying to make our own thing. So that's why we should be, it's what we call relational organizing, leveraging the existing relationships. Okay, that was bad. Poker. So the metrics are like fundamentally messed up. We're not measuring it right. I'm sure someone at the top is like measuring a campaign by like the actual number of conversations, but not really. It's always the doors, the number of doors locked, and number of phone calls made. And it's like they just seem scared, like doing that real rigorous review, because it's going to be less. And it's like maybe we should stop focusing on people's feelings if we're trying to save democracy and all that good stuff. Oh, not good. We're not going to die in hookers. I'm so fucking scared, bro. So metrics are messed up. We don't have like a real idea of what's going on. Because of that, it seems like we're almost scared to actually measure what's going on. Okay, fuck me. I should have saved that free heal. I don't want to fuck with you. Fuck you. Kitty, it's not a good time. Where are my other ones? Fuck me. Okay. Oh my god, it was one more. There's definitely some issue with Pod Save America itself, and like people wanting to be a part of the resistance and plugged into rebel stuff and like politics and whatever, and I feel like insiders, like there's a huge in-group thing with like, do we get secret information or whatever, and they're definitely leveraging that, like commentating on politics more than like giving meaningful actionable items for like what regular working people need to do. It is, I think, super important that they criticize dim leadership in like the House and in like in our campaigns and stuff and legislatures. They say like, this is what you need to do. But holy shit, they can do so much more. Yeah, there's a lack of talent, like hiring people off of Indeed and LinkedIn. Like, what would be wrong with like asking the county party for an area that you're hiring for? Like, oh, do you know anyone? Like, I'm sure they do, like, let them know a job thing went up, but like, actually doing a search through people in the area so you can get a local to actually do the work instead of, you know, a random from out of state. Too far? Whatever. It's okay. Fuck you. Man, this should be an all bosses run. I really want to go for it, but I'm weak and I'm pathetic, so I'm just gonna not. Okay. I need to watch a video on like how people do the air streams. Now we have this, we unlocked it first. Nice. Can we please get the top one first? Nice. A little bit over too much to the right. Alright. Sherma is talking guy out of taking his life. Amazing. You get him, Sherma. Make sure that they work the rest of their pathetic lives. Okay. I want to do this. There we go, so I don't have to fall as much. Nice. I just really need to not die. We're from Cogwork Dancers, and this will be a nice sub. I don't know, 125? What else was there with the DNC report? I got a whole thing about the hashtag resistance, but whatever. Firing off ID to call for rounds, really not the best, especially when you have like 22-year-olds managing 40-year-olds. There's like the vibes are off, and also it's just like a kind of ridiculous ask for someone to like in their first or second job like manage a bunch of people, even if they're like, okay, we're stupid. Come on. Can you fuck me? I'll try this again. Come on. Do it. Do it. Can we do this? Can you please get over here? Oh my god. I hate how much they like back away in the least useful direction. I swear it's like hard-coded. Thank you. Please get over here. Now stay high. Please. I beg of you. Why? Why? You stop. It's not a useful direction either, bro. How many years have you guys been doing this? Fuck me. Do it. You know what? Oh my god. Whatever. We're setting up food skip, that's what we're doing. Actually, that may be faster at this point. Do it. Why are they like so far? They're like hiding under. We don't need this. Whatever, we're gonna get a bench here soon. That was embarrassing. That was almost as bad as like a cogwork death in terms of time. Just like a minute. Considering I do hit the bench. How much do you bench, bro? But it's Silksong cowardice. Okay. I gotta put on the, actually I don't have the warding bell yet, so whatever. Maybe I should switch here to the warding bell instead of green goop. Okay. What else was there in the DNC report? Oh yeah, unpaid, like the wages, holy shit. And like this aversion to, there's an aversion to unionizing your employees, which I think has gotten a lot better. But like the, Florida, I guess, and Ohio parties were like super averse to it. They even hired like conservative union busting lawyers that Republicans hired. And it's like, how are you gonna call yourself the party of labor? Holy shit. But in 2018, it was like, in a southern state, it was less than minimum wage when we consider. Okay. Oh, okay. Really? Really? Please. Okay. Close. Where you at? Really? Out of here? Okay, we didn't get hit. You can ran past it. We can do this. There's still this culture of like, oh yeah, just do unpaid labor for a few months to get your foot in the door. Like I heard that in like 2026. That is insane. How are we still reliant on unpaid labor? That's why we have the fucking warding bell. Come on. I should have gotten. Oh my god. There's something about the distance is fucking me up. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the best spear game you've ever seen. Oh my god. Just fucking die, bro. Just die and don't drop a B shard, because that's all you are. Super low wages in some places, and where they have a union, get up to like $18 an hour, which is good considering you do 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I'm gonna pay for this bellway now while I remember. I feel like I could just skip the shell, but I feel like it's helped me. I forget when I should have put on the green thing. But yeah, it kills off diversity if you have such low wages, because people can only do it if they're like, I don't know, working on savings. We're skipping that for the first time. I did that jump recently without falling. Wait, no, I need to get over here. Really? Try to do your goddamn... Really? Okay. I should have just done a needle hit, fuck me. We're not that quick. that we need to... in these gauntlets. Oh my god. Yeah, the low wages. Actually having like interns and paid interns would be great, especially on college campuses. You just need one, because otherwise you're reliant on the college Democrats, who are often, you know, busy as hell. Okay. Oh, we're a little bit low, but it's okay. Favorite lentil soup. We got garam masala. Please get over here. Please don't do that. Ma'am? Ma'am. Please. Please work with me, ma'am. The consulting class, they hire people with super low wages. It fucks up the labor force because it's so low. Okay, we're gonna do this. It fucking sucks, is what I mean. Okay, whatever. I wish I could do this little... oh my god. Okay. It's probably the scariest part. Oh my god. I think we could just suck through it. It's like 2 hits. This is the most I'm worried about there. Yeah, they don't pay people enough. A lot of people have to rely on like either savings or family money to be able to take the jobs for the campaigns. They're not very serious about hiring like a lot of Indeed and LinkedIn hires instead of like working through the county party, asking local leaders who they think should work. Especially being able to get locals instead of people from halfway across the country, that would be great. Because they can leverage their personal relationships. In my experience, the field organizers that have local roots, they can rely on those to hit volunteering goals. That's a big thing though, it's like we also pay like consulting firms, private businesses, to do paid canvassing in like specific areas. I'm not sure if it's because they're hard to reach or whatever, but they're like really proud of that. And it's like one of these groups, one of these firms got paid $250,000 to knock doors in a swing state, and the head of the firm I ended up meeting and working with later didn't know how to make a list in the database. Like it was just the most basic thing you can do for campaigns is like okay. Really? Why did I do that? Thank you for your milk. Witness me. I love your little witness me pose. It's very cute. Oh my god, you're gonna... oh my god, really? I'm trying to get a spear in. Hope that hit. Should have done it there. I like how I turned into a flash of red there. Gotcha. Do it. Attack me. Do it. Oh, we got one in. We did it. Thank you. Time for the big suck. Okay, obvious diversity issues happen when you're hiring basically below minimum wage or like super low. And not just like racial diversity, but like people that are more connected to other people because they've had to struggle in their lives. Like, holy shit, we were so out of touch in terms of like the rhetoric and the focus of campaign policy and story from working class struggle. Like that's kind of why the current head of the administration won in 2016 is like the first to acknowledge people were feeling screwed over and giving them someone to be mad at for that. And it's kind of why people really didn't like Biden. Now, when he was still running in 2024, is the like economy's great, look at these numbers and all this, just like extreme levels of out of touch. Which I thought the Harris campaign did a lot better on, like the working class struggle, at least in the early part of the campaign. But apparently, this is like widely reported on that Kamala's brother-in-law, the CEO of Uber, talked her out of railing against corporate greed too much. Like, talked her down from the one thing that really made people super excited about Bernie Sanders. One of the main things. So the consulting class gets hundreds of thousands of dollars in like contracts for out-of-state canvassers. They can lie about experience. They're just sometimes outright grifters. Our local staff get paid next to nothing. And that has been brought up with union negotiations, so hopefully that actually leads to more. I don't know. They said like now they have paid interns on college campuses, but like it just seemed like you have like one per organizer rather than like one per college campus, which you need to put in the tabling reservations so you can get space in university buildings to be able to reach people. And when you have that space, you can reach people. You can get like 20 to 40 commit to votes per hour. And when you're knocking doors, you get at most, at absolute most, like 4 or 5. Because at best, you're talking to 5 people, and it's like not all 5 of those people are gonna like want to commit to voting for the campaign. Especially in swing states where they're used to people knocking on the door. So it's many, many, many times more effective at reaching people. High traffic canvassing, that is. And we just like almost divest in it. I think part of it is wanting to be able to distance yourself. Like they don't want to have paid canvassers because, like, what if someone like under the official partisan, Democratic Party, it's like, what if one of them does something bad and then they're like connected to us? Like, there's this that reveals this fundamental obsession with control because it just is rotting everything in the entire campaign, like party, culture, everything. We saw it again with Ken Martin in the interview with Pod Save America, like lying and it just bullshit to maintain control about the report. Saying it was done, they learned a lesson, but coming out and being so shit and then now saying it's terrible and unfinished. There's a trust issue there and like a deep desire for control that we see in a host of decisions. Like there's also one of the reasons why they don't do high traffic canvassing is they can't control and micromanage who you talk to. Like they can't have their searches in the database be like fine-tuned to like this specific percentage of approval rating and stuff. Which is just way too, if you're knocking doors on a specific block, like cutting out someone that's like a strong dim because they're already like believing in the cause isn't that smart, because you need those people to be able to let me put the shit on. You need them to be able to recruit volunteers. Like that's the important thing, really, at least for organizers. It's like not just voter contact, it's recruiting volunteers and leveraging the volunteers and like other supporters, existing networks and relationships to get other vote efforts. Okay, we're just freestyling here. You also see that control in like the messaging being top down from DC. You see it in like the texting, which they don't give field organizers capacity for. All the texts like basically come from DC. Okay. And I was told it's because of the high opt-out rate. Like, people will say they don't want to get text from the campaign. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate that room. Yeah, I was told that people, like, on the ground field staff are not going to get the ability to text. Most likely, because it would be... get people to opt out. But the issue is then, like, how many things you're forcing organizers to do calls on, and especially cold calls. Like, you don't... especially when you don't know the person, and you're just calling them at a random time. But also, when you do know the person, and you're still interrupting their day. Having one particular, like, really, really bad. I feel like there's always one or two horrendous decisions. And one in 2018 coordinated campaign was to shut down the entire campaign for like 3 days so they could cut turf. Okay. We do need the memory crest here. So they shut down the entire field operations and just had staff like cutting turf. Because they felt like it was so important to do it because they had to cut it into, oh no. Okay, fuck both of you. But yeah, like you would tell volunteers like, no, we're busy like drawing boxes around like voters on a map. Can you please get the fuck out of the way, cousin? Thank you. I just watched a video about this. Thank you, Popless Rebel. We did it. We are paying for it. I really should just go, but whatever. How do we get that much money so quickly? I guess the post widow or post clean grip. Kitty, I'm sorry, I don't have any love for you. You got your allotted amount of love today. Yeah, high traffic canvassing. It's not good for like control issues. If you're a strong Democrat or you're a strong Republican, they wanted to remove you from your list. Like obviously the strong Republican, but like it's seen as like a total waste of a conversation if you talk to someone that's like 100% supporter because they already, basically they're already supporting you. But the thing is, it's not just them, it's like all their relationships, the people they know that might be maybes. It's not just the person themselves. We can use them for volunteering, they can use them for voter contact. It's really incredibly short-sighted, in my opinion. Almost. I wish we had more silk. What am I doing? Bad idea. A bad idea. Get fucked. Okay. Thank you, Needle, for stopping me. Thank you, good lord. I get to run away. Do my little spider shit. Spider shit. What else is there? Yeah, fighting unionization is terrible. It's just like the disingenuous nature of being like, we're the party of labor, and then fighting unionization efforts. Or like backlashing against them. High traffic canvassing. Yeah, pre-approved micro-targeted lists. Not pre-approved because they do give you like the search parameters. It's like a thing you would check, like tier 1 voter conflict. Yeah, we need to leverage those networks, especially on social media. Like, it's so easy to just be like, share this. So much easier than volunteering. I need to learn how to do that faster. I also need to learn how to do the attack ledge grabs, like the up slash. Really need to take this bench. It's not that bad. We have no tools until Trovio Mirror. Right there. Traffic canvassing, like you set up in a college campus. And the key thing here is like you need to do alternating days and locations, because after, I don't know, after like 4 times on Mondays at 10 a.m., like you've already reached everyone there. So you need to mix it up, and that's like why you really need to have those tabling permits and approval. Some places you can really like get away with bullshitting and like not getting approval, but you don't want to be kicked off, especially if it's like a partisan official campaign. And it's really not that hard. It's like one fucking intern you could have. You do need the you need like either a student, some campuses will allow it, or you need an entire organization. Okay, this is not that far. It's not too bad. We could also do like farmers markets, art walks, community events. Like there's 1,000 things. Like you just literally consider, what do people go to, like in their spare time? What am I doing? I already know this. Okay. Just gotta go to the left. I gotta remember going to the left there. This part. That was cool. I guess we're gonna go as a Gourmand, but we're not gonna pick up the heavy rosary necklace. Oh yeah, we need to open up this. It's like 40 seconds. You need to not dash there. Okay, maybe it's like 50 seconds. Okay. That was the necklace right there. Okay, now we're ready for dancers. Okay, cool. Let me do this. It's so much slower than like normal pogos, but damn. 100% pogos. See, good Heart's Law, high traffic canvassing, yeah, especially rotating locations. The thing is, like, you leverage, it's so much easier for people to want to volunteer if they know it's something like sitting at a arc walk table. I don't know why I sat there for that, I just wanted it in the face. But we can attack while we... Oh my god, it was one away. I should have greeted it. What are you doing? I need to... this shit. Oh! Really? Thank you. Okay, we're not too bad. Kinda wanna freaking, you know... That was worse than not doing that. The left one? Or second one? Hey, please. Okay, I guess not. Second one? It was you, fuck me. Whatever. Art walks, farmers markets, churches, just anywhere people go. One thing I like to bring up is like, just imagine a McDonald's drive-through. How many people go through that? Like, holy shit. Okay. Wait for the body to hit the floor. Like, if you put a sticker like on the, like right below the window of the drive-through, how many people would see that? Compared to just knocking doors, like a single person that might not even be wearing a t-shirt, like the amount of people that you reach needs to be reviewed in a rigorous, like, scientific way, where people are free to speak up about like bad ideas and like what isn't really working and challenge and like really try to come up with the best solutions. And that's the issue with top-down decision making, is compared to democratic decision making that involves more people, is you're not leveraging all the specific knowledge that people have, like the diversity, like the literal. It's not diversity as like a feel-good thing that we do because like diversity is good. It's fuck me. It's a strategic necessity because you need to learn how to reach certain people. Gotta wait for it. Okay, maybe we should quit back. And just be careful. Maybe we should quit back. Don't worry, we're setting up a... He talks to himself. We're setting up a cocoon skip, that's all. Already 4 hits in, we can just take... Thank you. Or run away. I love this NPC so much the way he preaches. Come on. I'm gonna be like stuck in this corner, but whatever. We need 1 hit and we're gonna do it. Not good. I should have gotten it from you. Do it. Use one more here. I'm just happy I've... I need that. Thank you, brother. Looks like I'm at the point where I don't need to go for the spare bench here. Maybe we do it just to skip it. Just heal. Heal on what? I don't know. God, that guy was scary. Heal on this big boy right here. The scroll reader. Come on, please jump up. Now we get him on the way back. Should really skip this nail upgrade, or I should try doing it next time. It definitely is way more hits than I'm comfortable with, like the Trobio fight being, but just use the spear more. That was my first time doing it too, like, did take me a couple tries. Why did I wait for that? Heal up this guy. That was insane, brother. But I kudos to you for fucking me in such a impressive way. We're gonna hit a bench here. What the fuck are you saying? We don't have any tools. We're not waiting for the... thing up there. Mass texting for field staff. Good heart slow. Wait. Oh my god. Really? What happened? Right there. What else did the report say? Mass texting is like the big one though. Because they, specifically because they're sending like seven fundraising texts a day. And they had us call our volunteers, confirm them before volunteering on election day or for like GOTV weekend. Is what we call the 4 days leading up. Fuck me. Calling them 3 times like in the same night, that's how you burn out a relationship. Like people clearly are gonna want to be a part of like a campaign that calls them 3 times. It's just ridiculous, especially like not being able to text them. If the point is to confirm their attendance, and of course like Mobilize does this for people, it's like press 1 if you're still planning on attending. But like just have Mobilize send a couple extra. Like people are much less bothered by a robot confirmation bot than like a person texting them or calling them because they're not texting. And like the norm being calling and not being able to like, you know, text afterwards. Like even if you did that kind of like fighting your staff already. Okay. I almost hit my frickin' do it. Why? Okay. Do your fucking attack. Oh my god, how did that not hit? Okay. Stop doing that. Come on. Stop it. Dude, just do a tornado attack, bro. Do a fucking tornado attack? Really? Get that shit out of here. Oh my god. Please. Okay. Wish I had a spear for that. Should have hit it earlier. We love you, Throbio, my beloved. Give me your fucking mirror. Yeah, I mentioned like having the paid canvassing, but like having those under the party, like having field organizers have paid canvassing staff would be such like a, oh my god. Because the organizers are there to build relationships and structure up in the first place so that you can pull off a major operation on election day, which is to fuck me. To contact people to remind them to vote and ask them when they're going to vote. Making sure people vote. And that GeoTV operation, that whole field capacity, having that, you know, big campaign, that's like the one time, or the main times that you really need it. And so field organizers really shouldn't be just hitting the doors. Like, they try to do something sneaky to like, smart sneaky with like, having the volunteers handle like office manager and like, you know, whatever little roles on election day. Okay. One day. One day we'll be fast at that. At least we didn't die on the way here. I could use a face. Come on. This never works. We're gonna try it again. Oh god. Not this. Not now. Fuck you. That was like extra strong for some reason. Well, I guess I didn't kill him yet. I don't know why I'm like so desperate for I don't know why I didn't hit the... Now we're not in the corner. Do we got one thing that we're gonna get up? Waiting for room transitions. Now did we get enough money for this crafting kit? Let's see. No. I don't know how we... That's so comically low. 234. I don't think we have room for anything in there. If we had a... Emma Dave, hello. It's going okay, just trying to beat the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. I'm not sure if you're one of the people that asked for art. If I'm good on art, I am very much... Oh my god. Very much good. Okay, we didn't kill Phantom. Bring the freaking coward every time. The real time save is I'm not dying. But I think one of the biggest things is not recruiting at rallies is kind of nuts. Like there's a recruit as in people sign up and people on the list get, you know, asked to volunteer or whatever, but like they don't recruit as part of the rally. It's like, why are you gonna have freaking, you know, the governor of your state and like high profile elected officials join, but you're not gonna... Oh, I should have grabbed the rosary necklace. Could finally break. I could take a break if I wanted to, right? Now, Agro Core. So my legs aren't locked up. I hate that one, that little pop over. Also did not save. Why did I do that? Take this bench, even though it takes 12 hours to hit. Please. Yeah, they don't recruit volunteers at the rallies, which I think is the worst. One of the worst, like, wastes of the entire thing. Like, not having mass texting be, like, not even just by field organizers. Like, if you had a staffer that could, like, a regional, so they, like, got it signed up. Even if you had it signed up at the state level, anything would be better than, like, just having national messaging, because it doesn't always fit. Fuck me. trying that. I don't know why we're trying that. Why? Why did I even try it? Just go right. Way too close. Did it? Way too close. Oh my god. I'm good. I understand that's a scam. Thank you for the offer. Oh, what else? Rallies don't recruit because they're hosted by events teams, which only really care about like headlines. So like they're not coordinating with the local field organizers, field staff. There's something with security where you get like 2 days notice, which I guess I can kind of understand. Honestly, we're gonna hit this. Reset. But if you're stuck canvassing, going up and down the line of attendees without like legitimacy, people aren't gonna sign up for your shit. Like you need the shout out, that legitimacy, like the relationships, like you're leveraging that kind of approval. You need the shout out from the DJ that's like, hey, that's my boy over there doing this. Go sign up, yeah. Like, it's so important to getting large crowds of people to do whatever your field program is. It's called the barnstorm model. When you basically have a rally and you're recruiting at the peak excitement, really pioneered on like the Bernie campaign. It's like an extension of the house party model. So we're like basically turning our back on the most important things organizers have as tools in terms of like their relationships. I need to learn a faster way to do this. Thank you for the damage boost. It would be cool if we did the God Pixel. Jesus Christ. That's creepy. Not even close. Fuck me. Why do I even try? We're done. We made it. I put on the trophy mirror. Wish the position matters so much. Alright, let's see if we can get the cycle. Oh my god, fuck you. I need to learn the hitbox for this guy. Do it. Two guys, two brothers. Stop it. Stop it. That was so fucking stupid. Whatever. The fucking bots. Stupid. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Fuck you, bro. Got a full party trick on. Fucking love your music, Chris. Just you. How is it possible that I fucking run out of silk right at the goddamn best time? What? You're a lousy bell. Fuck me. Oh. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. One fucking scammer throws me off that much. I can't even change it. Whatever. Please. Okay, fuck you. Just fucking... I should have to get that one too. Die. Use your spears, bro. Fuck you. Oh god. Fucking kidding me? I need to change like my brightness. I'm just gonna stop being the distraction. Dude. Jump. Do it. Okay. Now I'll look in the chat next time. Why? Look, I could just quit out here, but whatever. No, not my timer, whatever. I should really turn it off here anyways. Since it's not accurate. The one thing I practice over and over again. This one too. Yeah, rallies that ask the crowd to commit at peak excitement instead of cold approaching, cold random call from a stranger. Like, holy shit, of course, it's gonna be more effective. But the key thing is like you're not just recruiting at the rallies, which in itself would be more than enough. I think it would be enough, honestly, to have one 2024. But making a high ask, and not just like, oh, you technically have asked them, but like working in the excitement and energy, and we're gonna take back, and like the speech is dedicated to it. Starting with the high ask, like lead your own canvas, or basically manage a field office for us for free, because in Texas they needed to do that because of how spread out they were, rural counties and all that. And you Rules for Revolutionaries by Becky Bond has like as one of its main lessons, like you don't know and we don't appreciate just how much people are willing to give because we never ask them. We start with the high ask and you do pull people up to the front, give them applause, have them sign up then and there, reaffirm the urgency. So that you make a smaller ask, and then there's increasing pressure because people want to commit to something before time is over to get the social reward. Gone. Kitty? Don't fall off. Marinara sauce, what? She's dissing my fit. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to reset this one. Please. I've not bent my knees in so long. This kind of doesn't work out. And then working year round for like voter accessibility stuff, which very few, it seems like no one is. Like early voting locations on college campuses, making sure there's polling locations, and first making sure there's enough polling locations too. There's like hour and a half long lines are insane. Like that's not how our democracy should work. Only people that can dedicate an evening to vote can vote. Like no, it should be 5 minutes. And like nobody fights for these things. You need to do them at least like 5 weeks out, 2 months or so, honestly. Because they have posting requirements, like the polling locations need to be publicized in advance with enough time. So they can't change them last minute. But a lot of campaigns like hire last minute. That was stupid. Kill me. I really just need to do the deathless run, that was it. Fucking high halls. Early voting. Because they set up polling locations, early voting polling locations at like senior living facilities because they don't have much mobility. And like that's true of college students too. They don't have cars and stuff. A lot of them come from out of the area and they deserve to have a vote. Please. Milk me? I mean, I'm milking you, whatever. What was that? What was like the level? Okay. Space 1. New Jersey still has like no same-day voter registration, and when asked about it, the vice president, which is like a Democrat of the Senate, said like they need to like know his name first, basically. And he doesn't like it because they would learn about him like the same day, and that's so fucked up. Like it's so egotistical. We did it. Good. Good. Kitty, not now. Like 2 seconds, Kitty. Yes, I get it. You're desperate. The big suck. New Jersey still has same day voters. It does not have it. It's like holy shit. Like you're gonna. This was like recently too. Like it was not pre 2016. So it's like you're gonna allow fascism because you want your name. Good lord. And of course, like New Jersey's already a blue state and all that stuff. But like the popular vote total matters. It matters on how much bullshit they can get away with if they win just the electoral college. And we don't even publicly advertise early voting info because of the, like, what if a Republican sees it or whatever, which I mentioned, longer lines on election day hurts us all. Anyone should be able to vote early because it reduces the lines on election day. People have mobility issues, they have like work requirement, like strict work schedules, they're tired, whatever. We're disenfranchising them like, through our campaign, putting more effort into stopping people from voting in that instance. It's just insane. And this is the kind of stuff people need to be able to speak up to, but they don't have the culture of that. Ban voter software is also a predatory monopoly where they trick people into, or they force people into like year-long whatever contracts. And some candidates only need it for a few months. And so they're getting charges after they've dropped out and like desperately trying to like cancel with their bank and stuff. It's a very, very common experience. And like no one can speak up about that. It's like they're the tech giants. I think it's like the Tandon family or something. They have a whole podcast like called The Great Battleground something. The person who runs it like calls himself a progressive centrist, which I get it makes sense, whatever, but it's just really kind of progressive centrist, but you're trying to profit max as much as possible off of like defeating fascism and electoral campaigns in general, but still, Jesus. And we can't fix this. This is like no one will ever be able to speak up against this because it pisses off people at the top too much. That culture is there. Like the don't speak up, you'll get punished. County parties hand over resources to state coordinated campaigns and often get no data back, or like they really don't get a say. There was one in Florida where a strong blue stronghold, like in 2016, was told they had to give over their data, and they paid for like Spanish-speaking lists. And they put a lot of money on their database. They had to fold it into the state one with promises that they would get that data back, and they got ghosted right afterwards. They decided in 2018 to not work with the coordinated campaign, which is why we lost Florida in 2018, because the county party wouldn't work with the state party. Just insane waste. And we're still trying to do anything to defeat fascism, but we can't fix this stuff. All the people who give a fuck don't have their jobs anymore. There should be like a transition dedicated people for those sort of complaints and whatever. Contact info and volunteer lists should really be reinvested back into local. And we should consider like who's been a volunteer, like a strong volunteer over the years. Intergenerational, basically. Burning bridges, all that stuff. So county parties don't really have a paid campus program, and that's where we could be putting money, which is like a good faith, thing to the people that we're asking so much for. We really should just have like worker unions, field staff unions, or whatever other worker union collectively bargains, plus the county parties, like the party association or whatever, each party itself negotiate with the state party over like the conditions of them handing over like their office space and database. That would be democracy. That would be people working together, having a say over decisions that affect their lives. But the way we operate in democracy is like the person who gets elected board basically gets to become a dictator for a full year into the next election. It's not real democracy. It's like democracy in name. It's not working for most people. People don't trust that Congress is representing their issues, and they don't also trust often that nonprofits are adequately representing their issues, their struggle, and everything. High traffic canvassing, more aggressive, like in a good way, like knowing when to back off, or like actively going up to people rather than waiting for people to come to you, but also having your table set with the signs, the buttons, the t-shirts in the back, with the stickers that excites people, gets them to come up to you actively. Like you can build this stuff with color changing lights and music playing and a cardboard cutout. Like there's 1,000 things you can do. People collect that stuff. They love to check out to see if you have anything new. That's why you make a rotation where you're making new buttons and you have a button person for your county. And you're constantly creating things that pull people in, to make them excited, to make them want to come up to you, that can be traded, like in good, not traded, but like given to people. They feel more investment because they were given something the same. There's been research about that with like giving someone like a Coke can or whatever, and they're more likely to do stuff for you. We know how to grab people and get them excited. Then just like out of touch messaging, most sustainable convention ever at the same like week or whatever as record breaking oil production. We hired 2 women-owned businesses. Come on. It's so performative. It's like we could have breakout groups where like environmental activists and organizers and policymakers could come together over the major issues that we have in transitioning to clean energy. Like we could have incredible conversations and make great progress and learn from each other. Like that would be a real meaningful push towards environmental and climate justice, clean air and clean water. Not really against corporate greed. No counter narrative on immigration, really. No defending immigrants, no defending the people they said they would deport, like students who would speak up against atrocities abroad. Assuming everyone, this isn't the report, but assuming everyone had like strong pre-existing negative beliefs about Trump. Not validating that real economic struggle, which is why Trump got elected. Why Bernie was exciting. Telling people that they are being screwed over and they can have a better life, but also that Trump doesn't care for them and he's part of screwing them over too. We need that narrative. 2020, we only won because of expanded mail-in ballot access during the pandemic. What about this century? Obama in 2008, he deleted the coordinated campaigns and did his own thing, Obama for America. Camp Obama, 2008, 2012 was Obama's specialty uniqueness. And we lost everything else except for expanded mail-in voting. We've lost this entire century so far. It's kind of unbelievable that we're so confident and so intensively dedicated to running things the same way they've been done for decades without seriously modernizing our efforts, getting things like the events team to coordinate with local field staff to make the rallies actually benefit local voter outreach programs, to incorporate asks and needs of local staff, even with the 2-day heads up, like some sort of communication, not radio silence, not completely ignoring. And the one communication I was told from a county chair, the only communication they got was a bill from the police department for $2,000 for expanded security costs. Like no communication. Unbelievable. The events team is caring about headlines and stuff, and sure, but like you gotta have these people work with each other to some degree, even with the security limitations. At least get people like tabling access, like guaranteed tabling, like every single time you have a rally. Here's your form. Let's get the local staff to have a table in, and we'll give them this many we'll give them a couple shout outs. Like that's it. You only get a little bit, but at least you have something. At least it's benefiting you. At least you can give some legitimacy to the people going up and down the line outside and say to make sure to, sign up with them so that they have some like people trust them when they're cold approaching. And we just really need to get more open and honest about this stuff and share what works, what doesn't work, not punish people for speaking up about problems that they see. Because everything else online has like a wiki and you have professionals that chime in. But with political efforts, organizing campaigns and activism generally too, we don't have people speaking up about like what works and what doesn't work. We don't have YouTube videos that are look up how to organize and how to protest whatever on YouTube. You won't see like real meaningful guidance on how to do this stuff. I know there's like a van guide for like creating lists and stuff that is like private, it had like 42 views, and it was like many years, it was like years old, and it's like holy shit, like so few people. Why do we need to hide this? What's gonna run away go so wrong that we know for sure that's gonna happen if we just were open about how things work? Has it destroyed every other industry? Like what the hell? There's like this level of control and desperation to fine tune everything and be secretive about it that's destroying our ability to have basically the scientific method of like approval and rigorous review with the way we operate. That's why everything's so ass backwards. We gave field staff text access to their own volunteers. Just basic stuff, even if it has to be approved at the regional or state level. Not happening. Ideally, their own voters too. Barn some recruiting at events, or at least some sort of like coordination with local field teams. Get the peak excitement and leverage it instead of cold canvassing only. Serious reporting mechanisms for field issues, like the advertising over and over again, like the same thing on the radio, and there's nowhere to complain about it because all that stuff comes from like state and national. The people that you would report it to are already busy trying to hit their own metrics and stuff. Like have an independent review system. Goodhart's law and metrics include the contact rate, focus on how many people we actually talk to instead of doors and calls made, because people start to game that system. Fair pay, fight for voting access in blue counties and swing states, extended early voting, campus precincts, same-day registration, fight for all these things, like for real. We can actually pass it, because strong blue counties and a swing state, like what the fuck? Why should that be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. early voting hours? How is that democratic? I've talked to so many hundreds of people who are like, oh, I can't vote because it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and like on the weekend, my one day off, the one day I get to breathe my entire, existence, to get up early to go vote. People that run these campaigns have the assumption that everyone kind of like thinks like them. It's very natural in organizing activism. Like I think everyone cares as much about like these abstract concepts. People are like so tired and desperate. They don't see a real meaningful path to change because we're not making it in front of them. We're not being genuine in our communications and our efforts to making their lives better. It's a lot about maintaining our own personal careers, respectability, image over meaningful results. That's what came through during the interview with Pod Save America. And Ken Martin recently was just like, it's image. Just repeat the same line over and over again about pointing fingers and no silver bullet and stuff. It's so rehearsed and stiff and desperate. No calls, no questions on the call where he apologized for this stuff. It's like you're not really being serious about accountability and doing better. Visual, public early voting info, making it a part of life, making it a norm, creating the permission structure for people to go vote, to also shame those who don't vote, being able to leverage those relationships in much stronger ways of communication than cold calls. Working with like local influencers or whatever to have like this sort of holistic, like more serious, spread out approach to all the different ways in which people get information and view media to make sure that our advertisements are reaching them in ways that are tailored to their sort of likes, desires, local contexts instead of a statewide or national sameness. And that sort of engagement builds real meaningful connection and trust in the campaign. Like you want to create up a Latino committee for an area, talk to the top 50 Hispanic folks in an area to like create an advisory committee or whatever, but those people don't have a meaningful influence over the campaign. They don't have any control over the messaging or texting or really maybe like a little bit of things that they do independently by themselves, like new things they would create, but they don't have like real say. So we need to give people a real say and be democratic. It's really not that wild to suggest that the Democratic Party should be democratic. Paid canvassers under field staff, which free them up to build and strengthen relationships, which are ultimately what they're working on. It's like that field capacity and ability to run a program in which you're reaching out to people who said they were going to vote and make sure they do vote. The voter contact. Instead of private consultants, put it under the county party or the field staff. It means you can go out to the field with people that are volunteering for the first time instead of like trust me, you got it. Like, here's the script. People don't know how to do this shit. They don't know how to have like the social, not awareness, but the social prowess to knock on the doors of strangers and actually convince them. At least a lot of quieter, more isolated people don't nearly as much. Have the field staff go out with them so they can address problems. They can teach them the way to really do it. They can build that relationship that the person actually comes back. Relational digital organizing with discipline, like required number of one-on-ones per week. Serious goals. They did include it for the first time in 2024, but like really focus on that for anyone that's a new field organizer. Center working class struggle and messaging. It's not that hard. It's not bragging about macro stats. Write an intensive immigration counter narrative to explain how our system actually works, because there's identify those areas which there's so much disinformation that is leading people to channel hatred and like believe the excuses of the other side. What the asylum system actually is. Have them involved in the ads instead of what do? They recycled 30-second ads for all the different platforms. Have specific stuff for each area. Goddamn. We could win so easily if they just took this stuff. Constructive criticism, seriously, and democratic decision making instead of being so top down. Sloppy, it sucks having to work with people and do all this stuff, but it does for like everything in organizing and activism. Should our movements be like authoritarian? It's just no one has like stood up and like been honest about how much problems there are. Everything is so top of the level and like not focused on what the individual experience is for the workers, for the people that engage in the campaign. We can totally win. It's totally up to us. It's totally in with like fascism staring us down and destroying families to still say we're not willing to have tough conversations about what we can do better. Like, holy shit. No wonder people don't believe and trust in democratic. Anyways, that's my rant on what we could do better. And 132 time. I really gotta stop dying. So, like, from cogwork dancers to GMS. Well, thank you for vetting and reviewing this if I do submit it. Thanks for watching. Peace. Stay safe.